It's a pleasure to be with you again on the program Citizens Gate on television. My name is Toyin Banishayi Oni. Welcome you to the program this a beautiful day. Don't forget that this program is sponsored by Office of Political, Legislative, and Civic Engagement. And under this office, if you send message to the Citizens Gate app, certainly some people are there 24/7 to respond to your question or whatever you raised. The program is Citizens Gate on television, and on this program, we normally engage the citizens of Lagos State and also intimate you, inform you about the programs and plans of Lagos State government. Don't forget, this program is also on YouTube. You can be part of the program. Even if the conversation ends in the studio, you can continue the conversation on the YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. Before we go on the program today, let's take this message.
Looking for a program that would keep you informed, get you involved, and make your voice count? Then tune in to Citizens Gate, where we'll update you about government activities and the issues that may be affecting your community. On Citizens Gate, you also have the opportunity to communicate with government office holders and let them know how you feel and where the shoe pinches. With Citizens Gate, you are literally a stakeholder. Join us every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. on Lagos Television, and let's build a greater and smarter Lagos. Citizens Gate, a program that connects you to the government of Lagos State and its activities, is now on television. Brought to you by Lagos State Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement. Citizens Gate, a must watch.
Your love is sweetness,
Recently, the Honorable Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources in Lagos State, Honorable Tokunbo Wahab, visited Lagos Island with his team, and where he declared that it's likely for about 39 houses to go, since those houses were built on canal and drainages, thereby blocking the flow to Ikota River. We captured the event and we have the details in this report. About 39 housing units have been marked by the Lagos State government for encroaching on the right-of-way of the Ikota River in the Lekki area of Lagos. At an inspection tour to the area, the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Honorable Tokunbo Wahab, says the Lagos State government is committed to restoring and maintaining the integrity of drainage paths to facilitate proper water flow and prevent flooding.
If you go upstream, you see the impact of this particular river here. So you complicated it here. That is why you have a recourse in law to whoever sold it to you.
At the inspection tour, the Honorable Commissioner, Honorable Tokunbo Wahab, described the level of infractions as worrisome.
Whilst we are engaging to find a win-win solution that will mitigate the negative impact on the environment and they don't affect the people so much, some developments were also going on to further push back the right-of-way and the alignment of the Ikota River. So we had a digital footprint of the situation of things and we had to come there today. What we met on ground is not good at all, it's not palatable.
About 29 buildings have been marked for violating the environmental laws of the state, and occupiers have been asked to relocate.
Let us allow them move their things out. Family men and women with children that have gone to school. So whilst that is ongoing, we talk the walls and push them back. For the first stretch, we have about 18 buildings. Then after the canal, we have about 13 or thereabouts. But those ones are not full. They are the buildings behind the main buildings. That's at Oral. At West End, about 7 or 8. That's what we have on ground. But what we also seek to do is dangle enough carrots, engage them properly, because now they are selling and divesting and giving titles to innocent buyers of value. So that's why I said let those people that are innocent, that had their kids in school, so you don't get their life disrupted because you want to.
The inspection team also made a stop at Mega Mount, where a stop work order was issued for the reclamation of the Ikota River.
What they are doing here as a reclamation, we also need to put them in check. If you are doing your reclamation, the first thing you have to do before your reclamation is obtain your drainage clearance and your environmental impact assessment document to be sure that the extension or reclamation you are seeking to do, if you have the approval at all, have a proper drainage alignment that will discharge and not affect the whole of the ecosystem here. And we've asked them to stop. Now, beyond stopping, they've also pushed beyond the limits into the right of way for the Ikota. We've asked them to cut it off and push the sand back and then give us all the documents, stop working here.
Developers were advised to refrain from encroaching on public drainage infrastructure, including collectors and channels. The state government will continue to take firm actions against those who violate the state environmental laws. You're welcome back. Don't forget, as a citizen and responsible citizen of Lagos State, you don't have to build on canal or on drainage channel. Before you build, try as much as possible to visit the Ministry of Physical Planning or also Lagos State Building Control Agency, NAPSCA, which is at Ikeja, GRA. Recently, the Honorable Commissioner for the Ministry of Agriculture, Honorable Bisola Olusoya, briefed the press on the activities of the ministry and how they've been able to help Lagosians to lift them out of poverty. We covered the press briefing for the year 2024 to 2025 achievement of the ministry.
Let's turn our attention to food security. This time, the Lagos State government says the mid-level agri-produce hub in Dioro Mushin has traded food value at over 3 billion naira since its launch in December 2023. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, stated this while giving an account of activities of the ministry in the last 1 year at the 2025 ministerial press briefing held at Alausa, Ikeja. The food security in Lagos is one that the state government is passionate about and hopes to achieve with various initiatives, including the Eco Rice being produced at the Lagos Rice Mill in Imota in the Ikorodu area of the state. Onje Eco Food Discount Market, Lagos Agripreneurship Program, among other projects being supervised by the State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, top government officials, heads of departments, attended the 2025 ministerial press briefing at Alausa Ikeja to deliver the ministry's transformative journey in the past 6 years under the visionary leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu Kadri Hamzat's administration, highlighting the steps taken by the government to achieve sustainable food systems in Lagos State.
For the LACE project, it is a project designed to produce over 50 million fingerlings, 2,000 tons of table-sized fish, 20,000 tons of processed fish, and 24,000 tons of aquafeed annually. It is to support smallholder farmers, and it has the aim to empower over 5,000 of them by providing them with quality inputs and serving as an off-taker for their produce, thereby integrating them into the aquaculture value chain. It would also generate employment, and it is expected to create approximately 1,000 indirect jobs during its construction phase and over 500 direct jobs upon completion, contributing significantly to local employment. Also, with the utilization of technology, it will incorporate modern aquaculture technologies, including recirculating aquaculture systems and semi-flow-through systems to ensure sustainable and efficient fish farming practices. And it will also serve as a hub for research, for capacity building, offering training programs focused on best practices in aquaculture, business skills, and sustainable farming methods. The fifth leg would be the market access expansion, which, as you have heard me say, with the central logistics hub, with the middle level markets, Lagos is doing a lot towards ensuring that our farmers have access to market, they have access to consumers and retailers, thereby reducing the prices that middlemen put on food, reducing the margins and making food more affordable and accessible to our citizenry.
Moreover, the Trade Money Initiative, which has supported 15,000 marketers, traders across 57 local government areas and local council development areas, is not left out in the ministry scorecard. Agro-processing productivity announcements and livelihood improvement support projects, as well as the economic footprint of the Lagos Central Food Security Systems and Logistics Hub in Ekpe, is also expected to provide uninterrupted food supply to over 10 million residing in Lagos.
You're welcome back. On our citizens feedback corner, some people sent us a message, even when the program was on the radio, that Lagos State government should please come to their aid at Etauko Canal, Buba Marua Road, Satellite Town. Last week on the program, we showed this canal, and we're happy to tell you today that Lagos State government is a responsive government, and that they respond to any question that you raised or any message you sent to them. We have the opportunity to speak with the special advisor to the Lagos State governor on drainage services. Details of the interview in this package.
I am Engineer Olakunle Olamidoshu Rotimi Akodu, Special Advisor to Mr. Governor on the Environment. Thank you.
I want to know that this office is in charge of environment and also drainage services in Lagos State.
Okay.
We have a feedback on Etauko, Buba Marua Road, along Satellite Town. So, and these people really want to know when will be their turn. That is when this office will come and clear their drainage for them.
Okay. Thank you once again. We're starting with the responsibility to take care of all the drainages in Lagos State. That's part of our mandate, and it's quite chunky. It's quite big, so we don't go around, every year covering. But what we do is that the ones we cover this year, we mark them and cover the rest the following year, like that. So Etauko, yes, I think about last year or a year before, it was cleaned. It's a collector. It's a collector drain, and it was cleaned, and it has very soon we'll go back there and also look at it again. Others who are calling for attention, and I can assure them very soon. I see that it has some overgrown weed in its vegetation, and it has silted. We need to desilt the drain. So we are following. We have not lost our radar on it, and we can assure the residents of that area that we love them. We want them to enjoy their rainy season, and very soon we will come there and also clean that drain up.
The people in the area are saying that the Etauko, that it's a canal, their own job. It is not their responsibility to clear it. So we need a clearance. Is it a canal or probably a collector or I know in the environment we have 3 times
yes.
when it comes to the drainage channel.
Yes.
So can you just explain to the public, since you you're in charge, and some of us are just laymen. We call everything canal, we call everything drainage, and so maybe in a nutshell, can just explain to the residents of this area, and most especially Lagosians.
Okay. Basically, it's all about conveying water from land, upland, to the main water bodies. So what we have at Etauko is a collector. The government of Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu is doing its own best to see that we get us ready for the rains. So our appeal now to make the job easy is to the residents to please show understanding. Try to travel with us on this journey. We don't want them to, once rain starts coming, don't see it as an opportunity or as a window to dispose your waste. That's not a good habit. It's not something to for them. It's not a good one for them to cultivate. Like if you go abroad, you say do it yourself. DIY. You understand? It's an ill wind. It blows no one any good. It's going to come back at you. It's going to lead to flooding. It's going to aid flooding. It's going to aid health issues that can become airborne, that can become pandemic, and you and I will not be safe. Ensure you don't throw waste into the flood water or into your drainages or the gutters, and thinking that it's taking it away. It's taking it to nowhere, but back to us as a people.
The main reason why this program is on television and radio is also to engage Lagosians. And while engaging Lagosians, try as much as possible to also communicate back to government. And like I normally say, the way you treat your environment, that is the way your environment will treat you back. Try as much as possible to keep your environment clean so that the environment will not portend danger to you or the people in your community. Also on the program last week, we showed you some clip. Don't forget the incidents that happened in Ikorodu, where a teacher molested or assaulted a young boy. And also, recently, it went viral where a shop attendant was beaten by about 6 men. We were opportune to interview the executive secretary who is in charge of domestic violence in Lagos State, Mrs. Titilola Rhodes Vivo Adini.
My name is Titilola Varivadini. I serve as Executive Secretary of the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency.
Okay. On our social media, we saw a teacher in Ikorodu abusing a little child. I just want to know what you have done so far. We all know that the woman was arrested, and we know that the case is properly handled. We just want an update on this.
Prosecution is ongoing, as you rightly said. We also intimated the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions under the Lagos State Ministry of Justice, because we believe that because it gathered so much public interest, there's a need to see it through to a logical conclusion. But this particular case is it just brings to the fore and it highlights one of the positives of social media. Because as a result of social media, all of us got to know about the case. As a result of social media, a private organization actually reached out to the Ministry of Youth and Social Development to support the child. I'm aware that the child is now under a scholarship. I'm also aware that the parents or the family have been able to access accommodation as a result of what happened. So it truly speaks to the fact that we are good people. Nigerians are great people. And if a situation happens, there's an opportunity for us to rally around that person that has been abused, that feels oppressed. And aside from prosecution, the welfare, addressing the needs of the survivor, i.e. the child in this case, are being taken care of as well.
Another thing that went viral is the issue of this lady, I think a store attendant, that was beaten mercilessly. I want to know whether your office handled this case also, and what is an update on that before we go to other things that this office that you do.
That particular case was a case of assault. It was not a gender-based violence case. It was, I believe, the boss that alleged that the lady had stolen. I'm not sure of the details, but whatever the case, she was allegedly beaten up in her place of employment. And it went viral. I think one of the people that were beating the lady recorded it and thought it wise to push it out on social media. I'm aware that the Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Social Development visited But I also know that because a lot of people were referring it to us, we worked with the police, who then confirmed that indeed the suspects had been arrested and they've been charged to court. But we were not directly involved because we stick to our statutory mandate. Our mandate is sexual and gender-based violence, domestic and sexual violence. We are going to all the local government areas and the LCDs because we know that one of the ways to reduce this prevalence is to heighten awareness. When people know, people are more informed, they see themselves as mandated reporters, they see themselves as watchdogs, and in the unfortunate instance that it occurs, they know who to call, they know where to go to, so that we break the culture of silence which encourages the perpetration of gender-based violence.
Are you getting feedback? Are you getting messages from negotiators?
Yes, we are. This is one government. Yes, there are different ministries, but it's ultimately one government, and we are working towards a common goal. And the Office of Civic Engagement is an office that we work very closely with. We also leverage on their empowerment programs. We have cases that are beyond our scope. We refer, and so far so good. Those survivors have been able to access either skill acquisition, or they're able to access empowerment grants or whatever support they require on their road to healing. But I strongly believe that if you look at the data, about 30% of the cases that come to us from citizens. They see themselves as mandated reporters, good Samaritans, busybodies. We encourage busybodies in DSVA because we know we cannot be everywhere. So I strongly believe that because they are seeing a positive outcome of that report, they are more encouraged to see something, say something, and do something.
Thank you so much. Don't forget that this program, you can send SMS to us on the program. You can send message to us on the Facebook, Instagram, and also on the YouTube. But more importantly, get back to Lagos State Government on the Citizens Gate app. Let's show you how to send message through the Citizens Gate app. And from our message from the information corner, we say thank you sincerely for being part of the program this beautiful day. Don't forget the program ends here in the studio, but the conversation continues on the YouTube, Instagram, and also on the Facebook, and as well the Citizens Gate app. We thank you for watching. I am Toyin Bamishaye Oni.